2023, 2024 SSR 50 front number plate and fender, modified for the slow racer triple clamps, looking good. Had to drill a couple new holes in the front on those two front ones and then one for the rear. Wasn't too hard to do, just make sure it's even on the back, and then I put a little spacer in there, worked out good. And then what I did here is cut off the bottom tab there, and then I ended up making a little piece right here and then just zip tied it. I mean, thing's not going nowhere. I might have to lower this right here, just put this underneath, because see that space, it kind of looks funny, but it's alright for now. So we got a brake pedal I'm going to be customizing for this thing. So here's the original PF2, PF3 under brake pedal, and it comes with a bushing in there. I just switched the bushing over to this brake pedal real quick just to mock it up, because what I'm going to try to do is bend this thing completely straight, put it in my press, put some plates on each side of it, and then try to straighten it out. I'm not going to put any heat on it, because that will nail the 6061 and then make it super easy to bend. So no heat, just taking my time bending it straight, and then hopefully it's over. I'd like it to be underneath here, right in there, and then it'll be perfect. So it's got to really be bent a lot, and then I'll bend this out too, make it nice and straight, and it should be good. I got these foot pegs on here for now. That's the next thing I'm figuring out too, because obviously SSR 50 foot pegs isn't what SSR used. You see, you got the space there, and then I put a couple of spacers in there. I'm going to end up welding on the back side of the bump stop just to make them even, because without those spacers, the foot pegs point down. I see a lot of the PF2s, PF3s are like that, so I told a couple of my buddies the same thing, what they're going to have to do to make it work right. But yeah, let's see how this under brake pedal turns out in the end. I think I can straighten it out without breaking it. So here's what it looked like before. Let's go ahead and bring this thing to the bench. The bench press. We'll see if we can flatten this thing out like a pancake. Alright, so I pulled off all the pieces on this thing. So, like I said, what I'm going to do here is, this thing's so shiny. What I'm going to do is take a flat plate, put it on each side, and then first piece I'm going to flatten out is this right here. I'm going to bend that straight, and then I'm going to get rid of this bend a little bit, and then I'll figure out the rest after. But let's see how this goes. So this is the setup. I'm going to use this, put it inside of this, and then just take it easy and just smush that thing right down. Pretty crazy to do, but we're going to go for it. It's going to work. That's what we got going on. In for the second time. Getting there. Scary. Almost flat. Fresh off the press. Let's see if we're getting close. It's getting better. Like I said, I want this piece to be over here, so you gotta go a lot more, but I straightened out this piece right there. Ended up cracking it a little bit, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and touch it up with the welder a little bit. That was this spot that was really bent out that I had a feeling it might crack right there. I was taking it easy trying to make sure it didn't crack, but what can you do? And then I'm gonna bend this back piece right here. We'll bend this piece, make it touch this part right there, and then I'll probably have to drill another hole because it looks like that one's too far back. So let's pop this thing off, throw it back in the bench press, and we'll give this thing hell again. There it is. Third time's a charm. This thing basically straight as an arrow now. And I'll bend out the hanger a little bit more if I have to, but let's fit this thing up and see how it works. There it is, all straightened out, as good as I could get it anyway. Perfect. Now it's not way over here and super close to the foot peg. I just need to mess with this back piece, the clevis, a little bit. I'm going to cut that and then drill a new hole, and it should be perfect. Got the hole drilled in for the clevis here. And that's how that's going to be living. I cut this little piece off right here. So that's how much I ended up moving it forward. But it worked out really good in the end. should be good to go until I find a BBR V1 under brake pedal. If anyone has one, let me know. So hard to find apparently. Yeah, like I bought that brake pedal. It took me years to get a new one. I had to wait till BBR came out with this one. I ended up finding the original under pedal, but wasn't made for the Daytona engine. But yeah, let's pull this thing off, weld it up. See the crack in it right there? Because this thing had a good bend in it. When I had it between the plates, it ended up cracking, so I'll fix that. But other than that, this thing's pretty much straight now. Crazy. There's the hole, the clevis. Pretty simple though. You just got to take your time doing it. I must have went a little bit too fast and didn't support those holes. Cracked it, but bring it over to the TIG welder and weld this thing up. There it is, all cooled down and quenched. I put it in some antifreeze after I finished welding it up. Sanded out the top one there just so when it's on the bike you don't see like the mound, the convex. There's the bottom one, all buffed up, filled in the crack. She's good to go. Did a few practice rips before I did that piece. Laid down a couple dimes. So I had some leftover filler rod. I either use 40-43 for this or 53-56. I'm not exactly sure what filler this is, but either one works fine. 40-43 would probably be a little bit better for this particular thing, especially when it's not being anodized or nothing. But worked out good. So let's get this thing back on the bike and do a little test fitment. For now anyway, until I get bushings. See, now it's perfect. If I had it just like this, basically where I'm gonna want it, just like that right there. Not too close to the frame, but not too far away either. Perfect right there. Nice. I'm happy with that. I think this thing cost me like $50, so not bad. If it didn't work out or I cracked it, I mean, either way I could have welded it, but $50 I lost out on, and in the end it worked out good. So hopefully, if anyone else has a PF2 and needs a better looking brake pedal than the stock one, this should work out for them if they want to go this route. But yeah, pumped on that, guys, so can't wait. This thing's taking shape real quick. What do you think so far, though? It's looking pretty good. So we have a eBay master cylinder. This is a replica of the KTM 350 and 450 master cylinder. The KTM caps fit. This is a works connection cap. I'd actually recommend just using the cap that it comes with because the O-ring on them are a little bit thick and it's hard to screw in. Sometimes it will rip the O-ring. But I use this master cylinder on the MM12 P2 and haven't had a problem with it yet. I like them because they got the little Heim joint there and it's easy to adjust if you need to clock it. Like in this case right here, it's not perfectly in line with that, but you can just go ahead and turn it, you know what I mean, on the Heim joint. But yeah, this thing's gonna work meant for this setup. And only other thing you gotta do is drill out these two mounting locations with a 1/4-inch drill bit, just because they have threads in there. So you just knock the threads out and then it bolts right up. But for $40 compared to $240 for an OEM master cylinder, I mean, it's a no-brainer. The thing works fine. I got them on both bikes, so bought another one. But yeah, that's how that works. I did grab a gas tank. This isn't a BBR gas tank. This is like some I got this from Australia. I forget what brand it is, but it doesn't fit that good. There was a little space underneath the tank right there. I put a grommet in there and then did a grommet up front right here, but the BBR tank sits flush on these mounts and it's a little bit different shape, so I'm gonna go ahead and get me a BBR tank instead. And I also noticed with this tank you can't run the BBR cap. It's like these threads are really small, so yep, that's what we're gonna do. And I actually have another reason I want that light speed, the BBR tank, is because I got this light speed cover that it fits over that one pretty good in the front, but just on the back, like right there where that bump is, it doesn't fit that well. So if anyone has a BBR tank they can sell me, or knows of one for sale, let me know. So far, that's what we got, guys. It's coming along pretty good. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button, because we're going to be doing more builds like this. All you guys wanted me to build a 50, so I answered the call. Here's a 50 build. Never really wanted to get into a 50 build just because they're so small, but it's only right that I build one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share it with a friend. Stay tuned for the next one. Got some more parts on the way.